What is going on, guys? Dustin here, bringing you guys a quick commentary. Well, I shouldn't say quick because it's about 16 minutes long, roughly 15 to 16 minutes long, about Borderlands 2, maybe some Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City updates and what's going on with my channel here. So first off, Borderlands 2, and I'm reading this straight off of the Borderlands 2 website. We're looking at the overview here. Now, obviously, you guys can go look at the overview yourselves, and I'll leave that in the description as the Borderlands 2 official site, so you guys can see for yourselves. But I'm going to kind of give some feedback on what I think about what the overview in general means to me, and what it should mean to you guys as well. So the overview says a new era of shoot and loot is about to begin. Play as one of the 4 new Vault hunters, facing off against a massive new world of creatures, psychos, and evil mastermind Handsome Jack. Make new friends. Well, that's interesting in itself right there, Handsome Jack. I've seen some gameplay on Borderlands 2 regarding Handsome Jack and what he looked like, and what what we could expect from him. He looks like one of those characters that you see in a comic book movie where they seem like they're a normal person or normal, human that have just taken the darker side of the the realm that the movie or game takes place in. But really, when I look at him, I see something a little bit different, and I like that feel. Is that it's different. It's not like the first game where the evil monster, or whatever you want to call it, or evil boss or whatever, was this massive, overgrown thing at the end of the game that you fight. I forget what the name is because it's been so long, so. Getting back into the overview, it says make new friends, arm with a bazillion weapons, and fight alongside them in 4-player co-op or split screen on a relentless quest for revenge and redemption across the undiscovered and unpredictable living planet. Now, the first game's environment was really interesting because it seemed very large, yet you seemed like you always went back to the same place. You were kind of circling around because there were so many quests, and that's really what makes a good first-person open shooter or open-world shooter sandbox, if you will. Good is the fact that you feel like you've been to certain places over and over again because of the quests, the amount of quests that you get, even though the world is massive. And I think that's really what it's all about, is keeping the players interested in the storyline and the gameplay. So the story is, Borderlands 2 follows the story of the new Vault Hunters as they fight to free Pandora from the clutches of Handsome Jack, the brilliant, charismatic, and utterly despicable CEO of the Hyperion Corporation, which that's interesting as well, because you do have some Hyperion weaponry in the first game that you kind of handle and deal with, and it's going to be interesting to see where that background is going to go towards, because I know there will be background into that in the new Borderlands game, so that'll be interesting. It also says players will fight across the whole of Pandora to stop Jack from awakening an ancient alien evil known as the Warrior, that's really interesting right there. Their quest will bring them into contact with some familiar faces from the old game. Now that right there, I gotta stop myself right there, because that is gonna be interesting to see how the 4 new characters are gonna interact with the four old characters. And I haven't looked too much into it. I might check it out right here as I'm doing this commentary. But what I think would be interesting, and this is where I'm getting into my personal viewpoints on this. What I think would be interesting is have those 4 new characters meet up with those 4 old characters in a huge online multiplayer, co-op kind of thing, or maybe a battle, like a multiplayer versus mode, something along those lines. That's what I think would be interesting for Borderlands, because it's something different. But I'm sure the guys that the Borderlands company is going to do a good job into what they expect from their players is going to be looked into, and I'm sure it's going to be a successful game regardless. So we'll see how that turns out, and we'll see how the creators here deal with the new what should I call it? Platform, not platform necessarily. It's the same platform, obviously, with 360 and PlayStation 3, but people are expecting a new version or a new game or system to come out soon. So that what they might do with this Borderlands 2 is kind of revamp the graphics and keep the same feel, but enhance it, and that's what I'm looking for as well. So we'll see how that turns out. It also says, most notably, the original 4 Vault Hunters, Roland, Lilith, Brick, and Mordecai, they, along with some brand new characters, will help players defeat Jack destroy the warrior, and save Pandora. So that just kind of gets into the backstory or the overview of what we're looking at here for Borderlands 2, which I'm super excited about playing for you guys. I'm going to be doing some walkthroughs, possibly some Let's Plays. Obviously a walkthrough to me is just without commentation, kind of giving you guys a rundown on what the game is about, you know, things of that nature. You guys know what a walkthrough is, but the Let's Play is going to be done with the tripod itself, S Brethren, S Bouncin, and Avenged Dustin. And we're going to be doing some, you know, some Let's Plays and things like that where we all play some episodes, some missions for you guys, and hopefully you can enjoy our conversations that we have, and we'll be sure to keep it as natural as possible and not put on these fake voices, because if you know the tripod, we are as real as it gets. So just to give you guys a heads up that Borderlands 2 content, the first new content on my channel from Gears of War 3, so get excited for that, guys. I'm pumped. So alright, we'll look into the characters here. Let's see. We got 4 new characters, as the game says. We have Salvador, which is probably my first character that I've seen that I was excited to play as. He is the Gunzerker. There's a bio and a special power. It says not a people person, and Gunzerker King. Draw a second gun and go nuts. And if you guys know the Borderlands developers and whatnot, they know how to keep a game sarcastic. And if you guys realize that the Borderlands 1 was completely based off this comic book feel, for those of you who have played it, and it had this really sarcastic tone to it, and it's really enjoyable to play, and you really got to look into that, guys, if you haven't already, because I know a lot of people are pumped up for Borderlands 2, and some people haven't played the first one, so I figured I could give some background while I do this commentary, as we do have time to get into it. The first game consisted of 4 characters: Mordecai, Lilith, Brick, and the soldier, shit, I forgot his name already. I never did play as the soldier. Roland, that's right, Roland. Okay, it gets into the 4 characters' backgrounds and stories and their adventure to save Pandora, this adventurous world that they have found themselves on, and they have to fight, you know, creatures and bandits, if you will, to, you know, protect this planet, which in itself is an interesting topic altogether, but we'll just keep it at that. It's just an open world first-person shooter. And it is just, I don't know, it's a really unique game, and a lot of people enjoyed the first one, so the second one should be twice as good if the developers know what the people want, and, you know, you get the idea. Alright, so that is Salvador. He is the Gunzerker. In the first game, Brick was the Berserker. He uses his fists to take down enemies left and right. The Gunzerker, Salvador, is obviously, he is Brick with guns. You know, the Gunzerker comes in. That's where that comes in. So we got Salvador. Excuse me, I was thinking there for a second. We got Salvador, and it also says something about the draw a second gun and go nuts, which what I think from that is just dual weapons. And if you guys remember in the first game, Brick had dual fists and he used to pound shit, you know, beat the hell out of stuff. So that's Salvador. Maya, or Maya, however you want to pronounce her, she's the Siren character from the second game. The first Siren character was obviously Lilith. Her tattoos aren't just for show, which is pretty interesting, because we could see some, you know, tattoo gameplay where maybe there is a electrical current or maybe something of that nature, a spiritual thing that kind of, you know, takes over her body maybe. And then it says phase lock down an enemy by phasing him into another dimension. That's pretty interesting in itself. Might be like a quick you know, ending move where it takes out a bunch of enemies at one time. Who knows? We'll look into that. I'm not too interested in the Siren character. My character is typically the Berserker or Gunzerker in this game, but I also liked the the Assassin in this game is what he's called. His name is Zero. There is no bio on him. He creates a holographic decoy and vanishes for a few seconds. That's pretty interesting, because that might come in handy in terms of the invisible gameplay of fighting a big boss or a large amount of enemies and being able to get within the base of them or around them to get a crucial hit. That could be what that's used for. We have Axton, the Commando, dedicated, polite, and deadly. So I'm guessing he's the soldier character. Obviously he's the soldier character, but he's the soldier character that you see in movies where he is just down to get the job done and that kind of thing. His special power is the Scorpio Turret 2.0, and if any of you know from the first game, the Scorpio Turret was just a turret that you placed down that had a shield on it. and it would take out multiple enemies and last it for a certain duration. This deploy a Scorpio turret that automatically fires at enemies, which is what I just said. Those are the 4 characters that we're looking into, and obviously the villain, Handsome Jack. It says the villain as his thing. And the bio says head of the Hyperion Corporation dedicated to wiping out all the bandits of Pandora, and then in parentheses that means you. That is just, of course, Borderlands being clever again. So those are the characters, and I guess we can get into the Explore Pandora tab. It says coming soon, so I'm guessing it's just going to show a nice little layout of Pandora and maybe the different levels in Pandora in itself. So we'll see how that goes. For media, you got your trailers and your screenshots. Obviously, if you guys check those out, you'll see what I've been talking about with the different character designs and different, map layouts and whatnot. So we'll get into a couple different things on that later once I get into the Borderlands 2, game, and see what we have to see on that. There'll obviously be some DLCs. If you guys pre-order the game, I do believe you get some DLC content. I do not remember. I pre-ordered it so long ago that I forget, but it still says pre-order now on the site. So if you guys are interested in Borderlands, if you're interested in getting the game, then what I might do is do some open lobby Borderlands stuff where we play some co-op adventure mode or whatever I'll call it at the time, and it'll be me, having you guys send me a message saying, hey, let's play this together. And obviously my sub base is a pretty small sub base so far, and that's okay because I think that as of now you guys are producing the views that I really expected for my channel to get from just strictly Gears of War content. Hopefully my channel will grow when Borderlands 2 comes out on September 18th of this year. So if you guys are interested, for those of you who are interested in watching my Let's Plays and gameplays and commentaries and other things than that besides Gears of War, then please just send me an invite and I will be more than happy to play with you guys. It might not seem as promising as maybe playing with Yami Mosh or the bigger guys in the community, but I still think it'll be a good time, especially with me and Bouncing and Brethren, which is the tripod. If you guys don't know what the tripod is, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown here for you because this does relate to Borderlands. We will be doing the Borderlands content as well as some Dead Space 3 content and so on and so forth, but what the tripod is, and we might even make a channel. I haven't discussed it with Brethren and Bouncing yet, but I think when our channel starts to expand a little bit, we're going to get into that. The tripod is just us three, and we like to joke that a tripod, or we can't run on just 2 wheels kind of thing. It's just me, Bouncing, and Brethren, all part of the same kind of thing where we do our we play together. It's kind of our friends group, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that turns out for the new Borderlands game and the new content that I've mentioned previously and new content that I'll mention in the future on my channel. So if you guys are interested in that, please leave in the comment section below. Obviously, again, for those of you who are into that kind of thing, because I know a lot of you guys, if not all of you guys, are subscribed to me for my Gears of War content, why don't you give it a try? I might do a Let's Play before Borderlands to get that finished up. We'll see how that goes, because I know I won't get many views or many likes on it, but hopefully it'll get a couple of you guys interested and maybe some other content on my channel and realize that I'm more than just a Gears player. So if you guys could please drop a like on this video as well as comment on what you want to see. I'll let the video finish out. I got to about 13 minutes of this commentary before I decided to end it here. So again, guys, thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next video.
Let's go. We gotta get 3 more Avenge members though. Shut up. I'm gonna grab that shit. I don't even care. Oh my god.
That's racist.
Go on, Sean. Go on.
Get away from the fucking T-Bow.
Go on, small beans.
Oh, there it was. There was.
Yeah, I should have had the Lancer. Mirror. Would have got it.
But he's going 3 and 4, so you probably shouldn't.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Me.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm. Fuck that shit.
What the fuck?
Watch out, this is to the left. He's trying to lance me. Run. What are you doing with the ink all the time, dude? It's not gonna save
I
your
don't know.
life. You're not
I
gonna
think
hit it
it's
to a
birdie.
blind all the time.
Fucking
What's up, bro?
Hey.
Bro, what's good?
Oh shit.
Just
See, look,
leave me.
look. Saviors.
Fuck out the way. Fuck out the way.
How the fuck was that not a blind fire? What the fuck?
Was a miss. Dustin going ham. It was good. What the fuck? Where's it going? On a wall bounce.
Gonna make this dude suck a dick.
He's
Really?
totally outplaying us. We got 19 points for him. I made him like one time.
Okay. Man, use a scrub.
Fuck out the way. Looks like it's gonna be my turbo again.
Oh wait, I probably should have went
Alright.
off the boom.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die and you're gonna be... Dude, I'm getting fucking free team buddies.
Dude, I downed the dude at boom.
What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?
So gay.
I'm so fucked right here.
I downed. Okay, never mind.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? One dude left. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. Let's not play with Dustin anymore. Yeah, 13 kills. Suck a dick, ho.